What is up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good, and I hope you guys had time to watch the recap, because I will not go through everything that we did during this weekend streams. It was way too much, so I do hope you guys had the time to watch this little recap. I posted it today, and you should be able to see everything that we did. But let's go in the quest book. So there's a couple of things like we have over here that are pretty cool that we can do. The next step are pretty much going into this over here, which is titanium and epoxy resin, things like that. And those are the next step for us. Kind of. Because my next step is not this, actually. My next step is, I think it's about time we start looking into AUTOCRAFTING with AE. We kind of have a lot of things automated with AE, but we kind of want to come here and be able to like say, I want this, and it gives it to us. At the bottom, I should have a couple of these processors, so that's going to be cool. I do have a lot of circuits. So I've got 1,000 of these, 1,000 of these, and 328 of those, and 8 of this one. So that is pretty awesome. The way I do to craft these is I take this circuit tier 3 thing, I put it over there, reset my view, and I know all the items I need to put into my machine. So I just grab it from there. Eventually it's just going to be craft me some UAE system, and it's going to give it to us. So this is kind of where we want to go today. I did do a bunch of processors, and I think this time it would work better with the refined circuits, you know, if I input them. Because the last time was, since it was not automated, we kind of ran out quite quickly. And this was kind of an issue. But this time we're prepared, which is awesome. So let's look at applied energistics. What do you need to do this? We could look at the quest. There's a bunch of things like making the interface terminal, it's one of them. You need a crafting unit, it's also one of them. The crafting thing is just so that it's always crafting, which we're doing, but just another way. And there's also the pattern. So if we look at patterns, the recipes are a little bit different. So we polyethylene, you need a tier 3 circuits to make 8 with fine silver wire. Do we have fine silver wire? You ask. Yes, we do. They're not actually automated over there in the hangar situation, but we do have a bunch of it. So that is awesome. Over here, I thought I'd just show you this because I love looking at this. It's kind of awesome. I don't know why. I just love looking at all the liquids in there. It's not really useful. I never use this. I always go to the bottom. Never use this terminal. But it looks awesome. So, let's start by making the terminal. So, if we look at terminal situation, we want this one. And of course, I don't have any of the things. I don't have any of this. So, we need to get some fluids going. And I do believe, I don't know, this thing can be either of them. What we're going to do, because we're brilliant, is we're going to macerate this one to double it. And I think this will be better. Actually, we don't need to do this because I forgot that I already prepared to get like a bunch of dust. So I don't need to do this either. But we're going to do this and that. And we're going to fill in all of this beautiful inventory of ours. And it's just going to go straight into there. So we're kind of going to use the fluids thing that we had over here. So we're going to do 4. No, it's actually 3. There we go. Does it do multiple? I hate the fact that I need to click. It does 1. Okay, so we're going to get 6. So let's do 6. Oh, let's go into the compressor over here. Don't I have any? Oh, wait. Dang it. Dang it! It's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh, man. The compressor you want, not the other one. Fluids. This day has been a little bit long. I've been up for already 12 hours, and it's not close to being bedtime. So, there we go. We got the 6, and now we can do not any of these, but these. 1, 2. Perfect. So, we're going to need an ME interface. It's kind of always the same deal with me. I've always got to craft like some of these. Let's get our wrench in there. We're going to need a lot, so let's make like 32 for the moment. 33 it is then. 33. And then we need to make this one. So let's make like a couple of those. And then we need to make the robot arms, and normally it's going to tell me that I don't have the pump. So this is why having a autocraft all of these things will be a lot better. So there we go. And what is cool is we're currently using the refined processor. So while we use this, it's making other ones in the back. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, I should probably do the interface. And yes, these things also need to be something. All right, we got this one, and we also need the pattern. But you need the pattern to do the pattern terminal. So there we go, we got the pattern. This should complete a couple of quests, pattern terminal. And, well, the crafting terminal is already there. So, let's do ourselves a pattern terminal. Oh, of course, you need the crafter terminal to make the other terminal, to make the other terminal. There we go, we got also the pattern terminal. Awesome, so we've completed this, and it's pretty good. Now, let's do crafting stuff. So, first of all, you're going to need a couple of those. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to make about 20, which is a little bit crazy when you start. And then you kind of want to have different types of CPU. So, if we look here, this thing needs the 4, which we're going to get there, because there's a reason why I did the 4. And then you can go like 16K, 4K, 1K, and the coprocessor. Coprocessors are super, super, super useful. So for this thing, I'm going to make 8. I know, it might look like a lot, but what they allow you to do is that it's going to be able to craft multiple things at the same time. And this is going to be awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is we want to have storage 64. So that means that first we need to get this one going. So to get a 64, what we can do is we can look into here with this bad boy. We can click on the 64 and put it there. There we go. We're going to save the recipe. And then we're going to put that right there. We don't want that. We want about 8. So, all right. So now we can do this. We can save it. Now we can do this. We can save it. And there we go. So we need 216 1K storage. That's what I wanted to see. So if we look at our processor situation, I do believe I will be able to upgrade them quite easily. Will I be able to do all of them? That is a good question, but I think there's only one way to figure it out. Let's do 64 plus 9, another 64, that's 120 something. Now I've got 3, and we ran out of the plates. But if we look, bam, the plates are back. Red alloy is also something that is automated. So it's just going to be there. And of course, we're going to have a recipe into the system to make more if it ever arrives that we need more. This is the way we go about it. So, all right, now that we've got all of these, let's see how many we can make of that one. 64 and 3. All right. And then we're going to go to the next tier. 22. And then the next tier, and we've got 7. So we got 7. It's not bad. That means there's going to be 7 processors made with these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What we could do is I have 7 different processors with 2 coprocessor each. So I think this is the way we're going to go about this. That also means that we're going to need to make more of these things. I did not manually calculate anything. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I made too many because we needed 1. So there we go. So we got a little bit of processing unit stuff. And the way we're going to work on this is over here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to skip 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can't understand why I wanted 8 and not 7. There we go. There it is. So let's clean this. Put those in their place. All right. Okay. And then we're going to put these. So they're going to form. Oops. Not where we go. Perfect. And now pretty much I'm just going to pass a cable under just so we don't break the beautiful anti-block floor that I still want to change but I haven't. And I just saw that I did this completely wrong. These go here. And not the other side. Oops, not you. You. Now it's centered. So, yeah, pretty good. Okay, with all this, there is also other things we need. And one of them is we're going to remove this thing here and put it there. And simply put these back in an order that makes sense. So the ones that already have items are going to be at the top. Oops, you go there. And the ones that don't are going to be at the bottom. So there we go. And we also completed a quest, it seems. Is it going to open anything for us? Oh, look. We just needed to grab one of these. Forgot to do that. I keep forgetting to do that. Cables. Give me 2. And we're going to do this and that. And then we're going to have the pattern terminal here. And the interface terminal there. Oh no, we don't have interface because I blocked all of them. So there we go. Now we can put patterns and prepare recipes. But to make recipes, you either connect them to machines or you connect them to molecular assemblers. So let's look into molecular assembler. I do think they have some sort of, changed recipes. So we need to make those. And also these. To be able to make molecular crafter. I knew I had to. So there we go. We got 2 molecular crafters. I guess it's not going to really be there, but for the moment, it's going to be there. Okay, now we're missing the other one. I can't wait to have those just auto-craft. There we go. And there it is. So you need an interface connected to molecular assemblers to work. And what you do is you place your recipes over here. And normally when it's going to connect, it's going to appear in the list over here. And that's going to make it that you're going to be able to connect stuff. For machines, I have a certain pattern that I want to follow. Let's get a couple of blocks just so I can show you my patterns. I looked into 2 patterns for connecting my machines. And I ended up with 1. So, if we machine this are the machines, the one pattern is that you do this, and those are your machines. So you get 8 machines, you put your cables for connection and things inside, and then you can put another row of machine on top. And the power is going to be below, and above. The other one I don't actually need to show you is this one here. So it allows you to place a cable in the middle and pass everything on the side to connect. It also allows you in a 5 tall area to have 20 machines instead of the other one giving you 16. So I think this is going to be, we're going to use the other one for here as well. And this is kind of why I lowered the floor, because the floor was 4 tall and I wanted to do 5 tall. And what the plan is that we're going to have multiple of the same machine doing the same thing. This is kind of the plan. So let's say we got alloy smelters are a little bit different. Those are going to be connected separately, but we're going to talk about that just after. Let's say we want macerators. Well, I'm going to have 5 macerators, and they're all going to be doing the same thing. So when we receive a craft, they're going to go separate into the macerators and give me a bunch of things. Same thing for compressors, same thing for wire mill. It's just going to go in, do it super quick, and then it's going to come back. That means I don't want LV. I don't want MV. I want something better. I want HV machines being automated. So this is why my stainless situation kind of needed to go up, because I needed to get a bunch of plates, which even now I find that 400 is not a lot. So let's grab a bunch of those. Let's come to this one, and I don't want to plate these. And let's do just like this thing. So this is what we're going to do. So that means I'm going to start setting up a couple of things and bringing you guys back just to be able to see how it's going to look. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start making the machine on this level and not the level above. I will probably keep the level above to place a bunch of molecular assemblers, because it does seem that we're going to need a lot of those. And that way I think it's going to be separated a little bit better. And I'm pretty sure we've got enough space here. But yeah, let's do that. All right, ladies and gents. So as you can see, I've got a couple more stuff set up over here. I did finish with the 8. But if we look here, so in the pattern terminal, I did have a couple more things set up. I've also got compressors 4 times, lat 4 times, macerators 4 times, and wire mill 4 times. And these are connected to this over here. So they're all connected to this one. There is 4 chests for each. I don't know how many I'm going to need, so I made 4 of each, because there is a lot of things that can go in there. And the goal is kind of that we just say, oh, let's say I need some wires that I don't have automated. Let's say gold. No, I do have this one automated. I do have this one automated. Tin wire. I don't know why I would need tin wire, but let's make tin wires. So we're going to do this recipe over here. And then we're going to go at the bottom of there and put it here. Doesn't matter where it is. It's all going to the same place. And then we're going to do tin wire and say, make me 200, start. And then it should start crafting it, and we should see it going down. There you go. It's already going down. As you can see, it's quite quick. So that's the goal. The goal is to go that quick. So the way this thing works is that they go into these machines. I tried to do interface, but since I knew we might need more than 9 recipes, I ended up using Ender Chest for this setup. And what's happening is that this one, the green one goes into the green one, the red one goes into the red one. Same thing happens on this side, and we have 5 lat, 5 wire mill, 5 macerators, and 5 compressors. Is this the way I should be doing this? I don't know. It's the way I know how to do it. So if it's not correct, well, we can expand. One thing, though, I had to do was pass a cable here. And since my power cable is kind of on the other side, I had to pass the power cable over here. But what I did is I lined it up with the machine middle so that we can just pass another. Currently, this thing is getting power. But if we look here, this thing's just like trying to survive because I may have made too many of those. And just so you know, I just throw them in the enchanting table and hope for holding. But some of them have holding, some of them don't. I don't really care. I just throw it in there. But as you can see, this one has holding. And so it has 270 million. This one doesn't. It's 90 million. So there's a big difference when you have holding and when you don't. This thing just now needs to complete, and I simply need to have something for other machines. I thought at first making the alloy smelter, but it's kind of not possible as they have two things going in, and this is kind of the issue at the moment. But these are going to be done probably a little bit differently. Probably they're going to be, instead of these, they're going to be one side with the output, and the other side is going to be just an interface directly connected into it with, if we put it down, this thing inside. So if there is anything in here, it's not going to put anything else. It's going to be a little bit slower. That means that I'm probably going to make a couple more of these smelters, but I did not remove any overclocking. This thing is overclocked, so it's working quite fast, and it's pretty cool. Over here, there's a couple of recipes that I have. As you can see, all the patterns for the motors and these kind of things. I don't have the pumps because the pumps are going to be made in an assembly. So it's pretty much our next step that we need to do is figure out the alloy smelter in the assembly. The assembly is pretty much going to be done the exact same way as the alloy smelter, with just an interface towards it, and it's going to give us something in return. So that's kind of the plan. Normally, what I would do is you can have, let's say, if you want to do multiple assembly for the same crafting, what you can do is you can put a limited filter in here and say how many of the items you want. But it kind of limits the number of crafting that you can have into one machine, which is not the best. I wanted to store my stone. Yeah, I kind of have like a smaller one. It does like 512, and then I just throw everything away. But yeah, so I think I'm going to put all my ender chest over here, like on this wall. I might move a couple of things. But I'm pretty happy with how this thing is turning out. I'm not sure about this, but I hope there's like a glass that I could use, that I could put there, that looks good. That would be awesome. Maybe like just if we get like some glass like this. Can we have like the... No, slow. Oh, it's true. It's not like this in this pack. So you put your glass there. And let's say we want to have... Where is it? This thing. So can I put this one horizontally? Yes. So probably something of the sort. And it's going to just look good. I can also add another one. So that's going to be nice. Normally I do them 4 tall, so I just made them 4 tall. But yeah, the next thing is probably putting some acceleration upgrade, but I need to automate more things. I do think I'm going to need to automate this one as well, which, if you remember, I made this, just forgot to... Oh, do I have a spot for this? Where's the other one? I don't even have a place for that one. Okay, then guess you're going to go right here. But yeah, so automating this one I think is going to be a good thing to have so we can double our resources. The problem at the moment is I'm going to have to go mining for one thing and one thing alone. And the thing that I need is Certus quartz. I do have some Certus, but not that much. So the problem was simply making... I should have some more here at the bottom. Making this glass that we need to do a lot of things in the E. So it's kind of the issue that I'm having at the moment. But I think we're doing good. Oh, but let me guess, I did not complete any of the freaking quests. Oh man, I hate this crap. I really do. Do I have like processors? Nope. Nope. So storage, let's do this. So let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one. Okay, it's done already. All right, let's do the next tier. There we go. And this one. All right, and then there's a 64, but I don't have it straight away. I do think I can do crafting CPU. I do have more. Yes, they're here. Give me one. And then we're gonna remove you. Oops. Put these things in there. And we're gonna replace it. And we're gonna have to do this kind of thing. Perfect. So yeah, there we go. We've got a couple of quests. So one thing that is good with the quests, and I kind of wanted to do this so we can set it up straight away. I want to get one of those. I know, I have two. It's because I crafted one and the quest gives you one. I wanted to have one of these like quite close, so like just like right there. And we're going to add a couple of crafting. So in here, if we look, there's Ender widget and Wood widget. So let's go here and do widget. And we're going to need this. So let's do that one. Bam. The aluminum saw. Let's do that one. I think it's going to work with this. Oops, not what I wanted to do. But let's do that. And then we need also this. And then we need to make the widget. Then there's this one. This one's a little bit more something. So, alright, let's turn this into that. Let's do this one. Let's do the compressor over here. And let's go back into a pattern. Let's do that as well. Let's see, can we make one of these? No, because I probably don't have the cables. Let's see what I'm missing. I'm missing everything. Electrical gear. Oh, you see, so this is the thing. Might need an extruder and alloy smelter to make gear. As it turns out, this one's better. The alloy smelter uses too much. And I don't want to use the liquid. I think it's going to be too much for it. But yeah, this cable, I'm pretty sure I had some of those. Wait, is it the normal one? Yeah, so yeah, again, I need the assembler to do these. Actually, not for this one. So there we go, we've got that. Now we've got the 4 things. If I go into the compressor and put the plate, and then go back here, let's go at the bottom to do these. I'm going to put them on the same line. These I don't care. I kind of have a thing about putting everything on the same line. If there's a craft that uses the same things, I put them in different assemblers. And the way I have this set up is that there's 4, so it can craft 4 at a time. Actually, it can do 3 at the moment, not 4. But alright, so let's see. Can I like make some of that? So, no, it's... What is it? It's the electrical. So I do have some of that. Let's do this. I do believe that I've got this at the bottom that can do some of those. So gear. Give me those. Put that there. Oh wow, I forgot that this thing's like ridiculously slow to make gears. Yeah. Depending on the material that you have, you get like really bad timing. Like for gear, it's 25 freaking seconds. Then the alloy smelter is 49, and this thing is 5. Okay. So I might have to just automate this thing to have a bunch, like all the automation that we have over there. Because the thing is, like as you can see currently, like boom, it changed. So it's something completely different. So that is the thing that is a little bit of an issue. So let's do the plate that we need. So like make me 100 plate. What? Okay, this is going to be an issue if it doesn't understand that I'm trying to do the correct stuff. It should. Oh no, because it's a processing pattern. I forgot, processing pattern, you need to have the exact material. So that's something I need to think about when I do these. So we're going to do pulsating. And we're going to do that. And there we go. And now it's going to be able to do it. So, all right. Let's do pulsating. And let's do 100. There we go. It's going to start. And I want to see how fast it's going to be able to do that kind of things. If I would prefer making it manually. Okay, it's not doing it? Oh, wait a second. What? What's happening? Did I do this wrong? What is happening over here? Over here? Did it send it there? Why did it send it to the red one? So it's the green. If we look green, 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 green. Wire mill. Okay. Oh, did I make the issue myself? Yeah, I think I placed it. Yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. Well, I guess we've got wires pulsating. All right, so let's do this again. Start. And let's see. Now it should work properly and make the correct things. Or not. Is it slow? Compressor. They're here. This thing's there. Oh, it's not activated. So, always active. These things are going to work. Do their thing. And this is why I've got multiple ones. You can see this one, again, it needs like a couple of time. But it's getting like multiple progression, but it's still slow. It's still not as fast as I would like it. So that's why we're doing this. But let's see. Boom, we've got the thing for an ender widget. So that's pretty cool. But let's try to make one of those. Alloy widget. Alloy widget is copper nickel. Copper invar. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the one that are like crazy cheap. So electric motor, electric pump, wooden widget. Oh, but there's 10 seconds left. Ender widget, vacuum tube. Expired. Okay, there's a new one here. Primitive processor and 2 ender widget. So do I have some of those done? Yes, so let's try to get this one done in time. So let's grab it. So it's electric motor. No, it's primitive processor. So let's do primitive processor. These are the ones. I can't make it because I'm missing something. So let's put that one over here and let's see what we are missing. Primitive, next. We're missing the vacuum tube with the red alloy. So vacuum tube, I'm going to do that one. Then we're going to do that one. Then we're going to do that one. Then we were making this. So the red alloy is going to go like this. And now we're going to be able to do all of that. So let's do this here, this there, this there. Well, this thing is actually a cable. And the glass is actually a thing. So let's do primitive. Craft 20, start. And let's do ender widget. 10, next, start. And let's see, ender. We've got 10. Primitive. We've got 20. I don't know how many it was. 2 and 2. And now we can just right click. What? Primitive processor, ender widget. Can I fulfill it? Don't have everything. 2 and 2. I do have everything. Oh, it's a primitive processor. Dang it. All right, let's do this. That one, I guess like this. Come on. We need to do this. Boom. No, let's put that one there. That one there. Do primitive processor. Let's do 2 start. Primitive. And fulfill your bounty by right-clicking in the bounty board. There we go! So now we got a lot of bounty. So the thing that is cool about this, and I'm going to explain why I'm doing this, is that for the moment, I need Chrome. And Chrome is Ruby. So I can do this and just buy more material instead of going mining. So there we go. And then I'm just going to make it to the bottom, put those in here, and it's going to continue giving me some Ruby so that I can get my things going. So that is awesome. I'm pretty happy with this. We're probably going to do the same thing for nickel. That also means that I probably have a couple more things to automate. Like this one here, fine tin wire cables needs to be done. But that's easy. It's just a bunch of crafting that we put again in these things over here. So that is awesome. We've got a little bit of auto crafting. Now we just got to set up a bunch of machines, put things together, figure out how we want to pluck them, upgrade these. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you really loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.